We in this kitchen again, and guess what? It's dinner time. Let's see what we doing tonight. Alright, so Des and I are still on our weight loss journey. We're still trying to watch what we eat, watch what we drink, those type of things. So I want to change up, of course, certain things we have in the house to eat. I do want to get rid of those things little by little, things that are not healthy. But I also am going to be making stuff that is healthy. So tonight's dinner idea, and if it doesn't go as I want it to, I do have backup to make something else. But I want to make a homemade Alfredo sauce, but vegan style. Meaning, I'm going to be using cashews and oat milk. Yeah, oat milk and some other stuff. But I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing. Instead of the, regular noodles, I have this. So I'll be using these as the noodles. And yeah, we're gonna make a vegan style Alfredo sauce. So we're gonna see how this turns out. I have never made this before. I saw that there's a couple of ways you can make it. You can use cashews, and you can also use cauliflower. So I'll probably do the cauliflower one my next go round, but I'm gonna do the cashews today. And what else I need to say? I guess I'll just explain and show you guys what I am putting in my Alfredo sauce. Yeah, I'm a little behind schedule, so I want to go ahead and get everything to rolling. I did order some broccoli. I was gonna have broccoli with the Alfredo tonight, but DoorDash forgot my broccoli. So I moved on. I have green beans, so we're gonna be eating green beans with the chicken Alfredo. So let's get it. So yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna set y'all up so y'all can kind of see what I am doing. Yeah, so right now I'm kind of getting my stuff together. I think the first thing I'm going to do is chop my onions. Go ahead and get those in the, what am I trying to say? I'm gonna chop my onions and get them in a pot, saute them and all that kind of stuff. I have my cashews and I have soaked them for the past couple of hours. So I am going to drain those in a little bit. But yeah, let's get to it. And if I don't tell you guys what I'm doing, I will show it. But if I don't tell you how much or whatever, I am going to put it up here somewhere. So let's get it. So our onions are chopped, as you saw. Next step is I'm finna to put my olive oil in the pot. Let that heat up some. And then I should have been doing that while I was chopping onions. But you know, my mind everywhere here lately. So I'm going to, once it heats up, I'm gonna put my onions, maybe a little garlic in there, and saute that. Let it get the flavors and all that kind of stuff in there until the onions are translucent. And then we're gonna take it off the heat. I'm gonna use that same pot. I'm gonna saute my mushrooms while I get my Alfredo sauce in the blender, because I will be blending everything together in the blender. So yeah. Next thing I do need to do, and I just thought about it, is I need to get some water boiling for my noodles. And I've never tried these noodles. Hopefully they're pretty decent. I've never tried them, but there's also a vegan Alfredo sauce recipe on the back of this. So I did get 2 of these, so I may try that. And yes, I'm making this as an Alfredo tonight, but I also want to learn how to make like some vegan sauces just to pour over a meal. Like if I make quinoa and some kale, I would like to have some kind of sauce or something to pour over on top of that. So this could possibly, depending on how this turns out, this could possibly be that sauce. So we gonna see. We gonna see how this turns out tonight. And like I said, I have a backup plan, so it's all good. It's all good. I ain't even, we good. We experimenting and we learning. How you gonna grow if you don't learn? So here we go. Alright y'all, so as you saw, we took the onions out of the pot. They're pretty good. So while that was going on, I did drain my cashews. I had them soaking. I drained them and then just went ahead and put them in the blender. So now we're about to get ready to go ahead and mix and make our Alfredo sauce pretty much. So right now I have some mushrooms sauteing in that same pot the onions was in. As you saw me put them in there. I thought that my noodles water would have started boiling by now, but it hasn't. I don't know what's going on. It's just taking its time. So that should be boiling soon. So then I'm gonna go ahead and cook the noodles, so that when this is done, I'm gonna pour it in that pot with those mushrooms, and then take my noodles and put in a pot with it, kind of mix it together and let it mix on low. Since everything is done, I'll just mix that part on low, and then I would saute my chicken and in a separate pot and just put that on top once everything is completed. You'll see the finished product of what I'm talking about, but I want to get y'all right here so that you can see what we blending. So I'm doing multiple things because I didn't. Like I said, I'm behind schedule. So I'm doing multiple things at one time. So we're gonna go ahead and put everything in here. So the cashews are already in here, as you can see. I did not rinse them or anything. I just poured the water that they were sitting in out, and I put them in here. So these are the onions and stuff that I just got out that pot. I'm gonna put these in here too. Alright. And then we also have, I'm gonna show you guys the package. Nutritional yeast. You putting this in there as well. Which I already have it measured out. And I'm going to be using oat milk, original unsweetened oat milk. That's what I'm gonna be using. And I already measured out right here 2 cups. I'm gonna pour that in there. And last but not least, I'm going to be using lemon juice. So I'm going to do a tablespoon. Alright y'all, and that's pretty much it. That is it. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this. Alright, so we are blended up. Looks pretty smooth. So now I'm gonna mix the Alfredo sauce in the same pot with the mushrooms. And I have turned it down to a low temperature. My noodles are done cooking, so I am going to put those in a pot with the Alfredo sauce. And then the only thing left for me to do is saute up some chicken. And that is it. We're gonna get it together. I'm gonna figure out how to put this camera. Okay. Y'all see? Y'all might be able to see. So mushrooms are to a good consistency. So I'm just gonna mix the Alfredo sauce in here. All right, y'all. So we poured the Alfredo in the pot with the mushrooms, and then we mixed the noodles in their sauce with the mushrooms and the sauce, and what I'm saying with the mushrooms and Alfredo sauce, we mixed the noodles in there as well. So right now I have it on low. I just want it to be warm so that when we get ready to eat, it's warm. And plus, I still have to saute this chicken. So I have some boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I'm going to dice those up, and then I'm going to saute those, and that's going to go on top of the Alfredo. I'm not going to put that in the sauce with everything else. I'm going to actually just going to put it on top. And dinner will be done. The green beans are done. So all I really literally need to do is this chicken. So it's 5 o'clock now. I want it to be done by 5, but all I gotta do is the chicken, and that's cool because that's not bad. It's not a bad spot to be in. So I'm gonna do that real quick, clean up my mess, and then I'm gonna come back to you guys and show you what the finished product look like and what we tasted like. Hopefully, this is good. When I tasted the sauce, it was pretty good, honestly. And it's shocking that it's cashews. And I don't think I showed you guys what type of cashews I am using. It'll be these. I used a whole container of these. So, and I just literally earlier I killed 2 birds with 1 stone. I was making me some tea. So in my kettle, I boiled my water for my tea, but I also boiled more so that I could pour that hot boiling water over those cashews, and I let that sit. And they were pretty soft, and when I put them in the blender, they blended up, no issues. So that would be my go-to. This sauce was pretty easy to make, very easy to make, honestly. So this is good sauce to pour over other things that I will be making, and it's dairy free, so that's awesome. But yeah, so I'm gonna get this chicken ready, and I'm gonna come back to y'all. See you in a little bit. Yeah, my chicken done fell all over the place, but here's a plate. We're gonna have green beans with it. And when I tell y'all this stuff is delicious, make sure y'all try it. But this is what we looking like. And that is it. That ends the video for our dairy-free vegan homemade Alfredo sauce. Make sure y'all check it out and let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. See you in the next one.